Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks Chief on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Lisa 24.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He's got room past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Jones with the catch, and we saw that plenty last season. Fit in well with the Jaguars' 2022 free agent frenzy. Over 800 yards, a dependable target for what was suddenly one of the league's most potent passing attacks.
back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3-point. First quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, kill.
Handoff running left is ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3.
All right, let's go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He's stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Mahomes going to change things up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lawrence on first down. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
43! 43!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams
get a
at
chance
the break.
to dry out. Maybe
we
change
now
their
go
cleats if need
downstate to
be.
Orlando
But
and
halftime's
check in
just
with
about
Jonathan
over.
Coachman
Time to get
with
back
our
to
EA
it.
Sports
And for the call of the second
halftime
half, here's Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Hey, Lion!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
from 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Walker was drafted because of his tools and potential down the line. A little bit of a slow start to his career. Only 3.5 sacks as a rookie. The key for everyone in Jacksonville, just stay patient. He's got a chance to develop into something big.
Mahomes now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
A little juke. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 49 yards there, a big one.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
30 left.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.